Obviously, with Isaac Okoro and Ty Jerome leaving, there's going to be rotational spots for new players. There's new guys in the rotation. Who do you think? Who do you think can make the biggest impact that's moving into the rotation and will get minutes?
I definitely think, Dave, there is a spot here for Jaylon Tyson if he can figure out how to accept a specific role in the NBA. And that's something that can be hard on these young players. Look, Jaylon Tyson was the number 20 pick in the 2024 NBA draft. And in his final season in college at Cal, he did everything, right? He was the primary playmaker. He was the primary creator. He was the primary initiator. He was the primary scorer. He was the leading rebounder. So that's not what the Cavs need from him. The Cavs have enough of those kinds of guys, right? The ball's going to be in the hands of Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland when healthy. The ball's going to be in the hands of DeAndre Hunter, probably a little bit more as Kenny Atkinson explores how to best use him. Starter coming off the bench, figure that thing out. Evan Mobley's going to be more involved in the offense. So can you blend into the fabric of the team? Can you find a way to impact the game that is maybe a little bit different than what it's been for you in the past? And if Jaylon Tyson can figure that out, I definitely think there's a pathway here for him to get consistent minutes. He can play the 2, 3, or the 4. He can handle a little bit. He can create a little bit. If he can get the defensive thing down, if he can be a spot-up shooter, if he can be a random cutter within the flow of the offense, and if he can just fill a role, I definitely think there's an opportunity for somebody with his skill set, with somebody with his versatility within his game. I think there's an opportunity for him. It's just he's got to capitalize on it. And I also think, like I said, DeAndre Hunter, the role that he had, I think it was one that Kenny Atkinson was still trying to figure out, Dave. It was hard for Kenny because DeAndre got here in February, and I talked to Kenny a little bit at Summer League when I was out in Vegas, and he spent a couple of days in the Los Angeles area, and part of it was spent with Evan Mobley, but the other part of it was spent with DeAndre Hunter. And Kenny said to me, I'm still learning DeAndre. I'm still learning his game. I'm still learning his personality. I'm still learning how to get through to him. So this was a guy who the Cavs traded for at the deadline, who some of the players in the locker room said, hey, we needed him. We needed somebody with his skill set. And I don't think Kenny was able to explore it to the depth that he wanted to. And I do think DeAndre is going to have a significant role, a more significant role than what we saw during his brief time last year, because I think Kenny is going to have more time to figure out how to unleash him within the offense and how to use him the best way possible on the defensive end of the floor, too.